Hi guys, it's Shelly Johannes Wells from Market My Words. I want to thank WriteOnCon for having me today. The topic is branding. So what I thought I would do is go through a few definitions of different types of branding, and then at the end of this I have a few exercises that you can do to start identifying your own brand. So the first thing I want to talk about is your inner brand. Other people refer to that as your internal brand, your core brand, your quiet brand. This is the way that you see yourself. And it is not necessarily something that you would communicate or share with other people. So, for example, it could be that you are a deep, intense, family-oriented overachiever. Or it could be that you are a funny, happy dreamer. This would be the way that you describe yourself just in your life. Another one is a practical brand. Some people call it a functional brand or a career brand. For writers, I think you have two sides of this. You have your writing brand, which is the way people see you through your books, and you have your author brand, which is the way people see you in the industry as an author. Those things sometimes can be different, and sometimes they can align. You could write, suspenseful paranormal that is dark, but as an author, people may see you as a snarky businesswoman. So those are two different brands that you want to think about. The other one I want to talk about is called a hidden brand, or some people refer to it as a shadow brand, an underlying brand, an unspoken brand. This is the way people perceive you that you don't necessarily know about. The way that you give, the impression that you give, but you don't know. So it could be that you think you're a confident author, but other people see you as fearful and insecure. It could be that you see yourself as professional and confident, but other people see you as something different. So it's important to understand what that hidden brand is to make sure you're giving off the right impression, or the impression that you intend. Another brand I want to talk about is a book brand, and I just want to mention this because I think a lot of writers or authors make the mistakes of branding themselves around their book covers. And a book brand is very specific to a book's content, a target audience, a book series, and a book cover. And it a lot of times does align with your writing brand or your author brand, but those things are different. So if you brand yourself around your book brand, you kind of back yourself into a corner, because that is kind of the impression that people see you now as an author. This is part of the reason why some people create pen names, is to create a different brand for themselves so they can write something different. So as far as the exercise, I have a couple things I want you to write down in order to start identifying your own impressions that you give off. The first one is write down a statement of yourself, the way that you would describe yourself, but not necessarily share with anyone else. And you can either pause this tape as we go through these few exercises, or you can write it down and do these later. So it might be that you think you're funny, but intense and shy, just a way that you see yourself. The next thing I want you to do is to write down a few keywords or descriptors about your writing. So it might be that you write suspenseful paranormal with romance. And then I want you to write down a few descriptors about you as an author, that you are outgoing and social and funny. And I want you to see how those things align and how those things differ from each other. The other thing I'd like you to do is think about what impressions you may give to other people, maybe that you don't know about. You can try to write some things down and ask either family or friends or critique members, if they agree. You could also ask some critique members how they see you as a writer, and see if their impression matches up to yours. Sometimes it doesn't, and maybe what things they think are holding you back, an impression that you're giving off that may be holding you back. That's it. Those are the three brands. So try that exercise, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be back to answer any questions that you may have, and I hope you have a great conference, and I hope you found this very helpful. Thank you.